Boy, you can almost hear the cable cars as they're clanging their way up the street and smell the steaming crab pots. Of course, I'm talking about San Francisco Fisherman's Wharf. If you've had a chance to visit the wharf, you know what a beautiful area it is. So much history as the boats are rocking there in the marina as they're getting ready to make their way out for their daily fishing expeditions and crabbing expeditions. I wanted to recreate the mood of Fisherman's Wharf in this painting. Hello everyone, I'm Thomas Kinkade, and this is a work in progress. My painting of Fisherman's Wharf is about, I'd say 75% completed. I'm working away on the painting here in my studio, and as I'm working, I'm adding a lot of fun details. As you may remember, some of my earlier works in the San Francisco collection have been extremely popular. It all started with the California Street subject. You may remember that painting with the cable cars coming up California Street and a view out over the bay with the San Francisco Bay Bridge in the distance. Now, that painting became one of the most rare and hard to find of my early paintings, extremely popular. Then we have the Hyde Street painting, the original Fisherman's Wharf scene, which was more of a view across the water. Then we have the famous Golden Gate painting with the view of the city in the distance. And of course, last year we released Lombard Street, the most popular painting in the series to date. We have closed the San Francisco Memories series with that Lombard Street painting, and we are launching a brand new series with the Fisherman's Wharf painting. The series will be called City by the Bay, and this will be the first painting in that series, so a very historic work. Now, as I'm working on it, I am reminded of the inspiration for the subject, and it all began with a trip I took, of course, to San Francisco, not too far from where I live. And I worked on this sketch. This is the actual sketch I did on location. I took my pencils and my sketch pad and I literally risked my life as I worked on this sketch. Cars were buzzing by and the trolleys were going up and down the street. But from this sketch then I derived the composition, which of course features the city itself and a lot of the historic elements that make Fisherman's Wharf so special. Of course, we're going to have crab pots, the cable cars. In the distance, we'll see the Golden Gate Bridge, and vintage vehicles that I love to use in all my city scenes are a big part of this painting. In fact, there's an interesting story behind one of the vehicles featured in the San Francisco painting. It is this car right here, a 1953 Bel Air classic vehicle. Well, as promised, here it is, the star of the show of my new San Francisco painting. Now, this car is a 1953 Chevrolet Bel Air. Now, the story behind this particular vehicle is that it has been restored from the ground up and painted in the original colors that the Bel Air was issued in 1953. This car is truly a classic, and hopefully its presence in my upcoming City by the Bay painting will help that painting be a classic in and of itself. A painting is very interesting how it sort of takes on a life of its own, and as you're working on it, you get new ideas and new inspirations that guide the direction. I'm pretty satisfied that the composition is becoming about what I'd like it to be, and now I'm going to add all the detail, the little hidden touches that make it so fun. And of course, adding the light. I'm going to be adding a lot of light to this painting as I continue to build up the detail. This should be a painting worth watching for. God bless you as you share the light.